Hello. Hello. Done speaking. So ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ವಾ? ಶಿನ್ ಸರ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ?
Yes,
Now,
yes, yes. Audible.
I should mute here? ಇಲ್ಲ.
After that, you can unmute.
No, thank you. I have to just tap here, alva? Good crowd, yeah.
Okay, guys, so now something we are going to start this program that is People Speak. And for this program, all our 10 branches are going to join. Two virtually, and for you guys, it's physical one. Sorry. Okay, can you start now? And start.
Accountant finalist. He is an auditor and he is working in a MNC company. Also, he is taking care of our faculty training. Now, our presenter will come. Over to you, sir.
But I should just tap this way. I'm audible. Okay. Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Mohammad Farooq. As Shashi said, I've completed my BCom in the year 2013, and then I've been working with quite a few MNC companies. And I welcome everyone online as well, though I'm unable to see you guys, but still a heart warm welcome to everyone, and everyone welcome who are physically present with me here. So moving on, today's session is primarily because of the interview skills that we are looking at. So what happens in an interview? Most of the people get a little scared. You're talking to a human being, right? Your interviewer, the person who is going to interview, is he a human being or a supernatural being or something like that? Some Superman, Joker, or some villain like that? No, right? Normal human being, right? No horns, no tail, nothing, all peaceful, right? Everyone? So online they are able to hear, right? Am I audible also? Okay. So it's a normal person that we generally speak to about. Before going to interview, we have lot of intentions. कि ये बोल दूंगा, वो बोल दूंगा. I'll say this, I'll say that, and then we say to our friends that, अच्छा, interview में ये definitely पूछेगा, and I'll go and tell this only. I know my answer and I'll get selected. That is very true. When you can speak very fluently and very confidently in front of your friends, why not in front of the interviewer? He's a common human being, right? End of the day, right? How many guys you have attended interviews here? Only one? Everyone's freshers? Okay. Who is giving first time interview in the entire life cycle? Who is giving the first time interview? Okay. So what are your primary plans? Like when you face an interviewer, what happens? What do you expect? What happens there? How do you think the interview goes? Just a few details here and there. What do you feel? Very true. That's a brilliant point. What about you, sir? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on giving an interview when you face an interviewer? What are your thoughts? Lack of communication. Two well points. Any other wants to volunteer about a good point? Okay. So as she said and he said, lack of communication and confidence are two primary skills that are very important for you people to give an interview. Whenever you're giving an interview, it's just a formal communication between an employer and an employee, right? An employer will be looking at certain qualities for you to hire them to you in their organization, and they will see that only quality, right? Let's say you guys go to buy ice cream, you like vanilla. If the shopkeeper offers you chocolate, would you take it? Definitely no. You will go for another shop and buy vanilla, right? So similarly, if I'm an interviewer, I've been working with a chartered accountant firm also in the recent days, and I've been hiring people. I look only for two specific skills. One is good communication, another one is confidence. Rest I can teach everyone, right? You can learn. Nobody is learned from the womb of their mothers, right? Everyone is born and then in a gradual process to learn things, correct? We don't learn everything in a single go. It's not an overnight process. It's a journey from 0 to 100, right? So in this journey, I will be making a few things very simple for you people. You can always use this particular thing to be confident enough and have a good communication skills. So the first most important aspect that I look is, how many of you feel like, acha, aram se lete hai, we'll take it very slow, aram se peacefully. How many of you guys feel like that? And how many of you feel, no, this has to be done in this time and I'll have to finish it and then my next task starts. So, how many of you guys feel will do it slowly? How many of you guys will do it fast and move on? How many of you? Slow. How many of you feel आराम से करते हैं? Three. How many of you feel कि अच्छा, I finish this task in this time and I will start the next task in next time? How many of you feel? Similarly, as an interviewer, I will look onto those things where the resume building skills I particularly look onto. I don't want a 4-page, 3-page, 2-page resume where the entire details is a descriptive and a story format. I don't want that. I want it to be very precise, very simple, crisp and clear. I see, acha, this is the name. Okay, this is the qualification experience. Okay, these are the extra talents or extra particulars or curriculums that the candidate is having. I will look only to those particular things. I am not really interested in what have you done in the previous days. What are you going to do in your future? I want to hire you in today, that is present, and work. You should work for my company. That is my intention. So primarily work on your resume skills. We have one great faculty with us. His name is Akshay. Probably he'll be dropping in at some time, and he will guide you about resume building skills. Make your resume very crisp, very clear, and make sure that all the details in the resume are very clearly understandable. Don't make it very descriptive. When we were in school, we used to write questions for 10 marks, 15 marks, descriptive answers. But similarly, when you point it out, like point one, point two, point three, point four, you make 15 pages, 15 points, ka big answer, you would get probably good marks, right? Rather than having a descriptive answer. Descriptive, I'll see, acha, okay, a big paragraph, tick and done. And some 10, 15 marks, I would probably, 10 or 11 marks, I would give. If it's a point wise 15 points, I would probably give 14 points because I know the point wise is clear, right? Understanding. Okay, am I very fast in my English? Am I going very fast? Because this is how I communicate. I can lower my phase of English talking if you guys aren't comfortable. All good? Online, everyone's good? Okay, no response. Good. So, the important part of your resume is your resume will say who you are to the company, not who you are to a person. I'm an employer. I am hiring you for my company, right? True. So I will only look for those things that are important for my company. Okay. I will not look into important things that you people have. I will look into the things importantly, the important stuff that is very important to my company. Okay. Too many important points. So always make sure that your resume is very neatly built up and very crisp and clear. Next point, present yourself formally. Avoid funky clothing. Let's say I'm an interviewer. I wore a toned jeans, jacket and t-shirt, rugged pants. I say, hi, sir. Good morning. I'm here for interview. How many of you will like it? No, right? Please make sure that you're dressed formally. Boys, it's a basic attire that you wear formal. Go to if you have any specific, like any stylish watch or stylish bands or chains or something like that, avoid wearing those to interviews, because I will not really like a funky person coming into the organization and spoiling the culture. Is it? That side, is it? Okay. Okay. So what I look particularly is a person who is dressed formally, because MNCs will have a culture, right? Your home have a culture. Your parents dress up in a certain senses. Your siblings dress up. You dress up. You have a certain culture in your family. Similarly, MNCs will also have cultures which they do not want to spoil, right? If I come into a rug jeans, though I have a very good qualification, very good experience and a lot of things that are very important, even then there are possibilities for me to get rejected just because of my attire. So let's say you're in a marriage function, which is a reception. How would you feel wearing a formal, neatly dressed, hair combed properly, wearing formal shoes, or you're wearing shorts, t-shirts and walking into a reception and saying, hi, how are you? And happy married life. Pretty hard, right? Very hard, right? So similarly, whenever you are going to an interview, please be dressed very formally and do not have any attire that is not specific for your job interview or that particular for that particular organization. Okay, then just a minute. Okay, so then greet the interviewer with confidence. Let's say I'm taking an interview and you come, I will obviously come in late, or I will already be present and I will call you in. There are two instances. Okay. So let's say I'm in the organization, I'm in the, in the room, in the conference room, and you guys come in. So as soon as you come in, you very firmly give a handshake and say, hi sir, good morning. My name is so and so. And then you sit. He will obviously give you permission to sit. With that permission, you sit. It's just a formal greeting. You just have to stand up, give respect, give a handshake. The handshake should be very firm. You shouldn't be nervous and you shouldn't shake. Okay? How will you feel if like anyone comes and hello, how are you? Very odd, right? Very odd. Hey, kya rahe, itna shake ho raha. Are you okay? Are you into some illness? No, right? You're all perfectly fine. Don't be scared. He's just an interviewer. Okay? So a firm handshake and a very good morning, peaceful introduction. Then know the interviewer. Okay, there are a few profiles on Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, where you can find the information about your employer. Okay, precisely if you go into LinkedIn, if the particular employer is listed in LinkedIn, most of the employers today are. So you go to LinkedIn, search his name, you will get the details. You will get to know what are his qualities, qualification, You know, if I'm interviewing, let's say I'm interviewing you. You come and say, sir, I really like your experience. You have vast experience since 2014. It's 2021, almost 8-9 years of experience. I'll be a little impressed. I'll be like, acha, banda homework karke aaya hai, right? And if you said, sir, I don't know about you, what do you tell me yourself? So that doesn't make sense. So always know your employer, know your interviewer. Just half an hour before the interview is going to start, okay? The primary HR, who is a screening HR, will give you the information that this is the manager or the higher authority who is going to take an interview. She will give you the name. If you ask, they will give you their LinkedIn ID as well, so that you can explore the details. Always, whenever you guys go for an interview, please make it a point that you explore these details. Okay? And then look into the eye of a person and talk to them. Okay, let's say, hello sir, good morning, my name is Farooq. No, my experience is this. How would you feel? They'll be like, यार look at me, मेरे पे देख लो यार, मैं अच्छा हूँ, मतलब ड्रेस व्रेस होके आया हूँ सही से, मतलब अच्छा भी दिख रहा हूँ, ग्लास व्लास डाला है, so look at me, right? Always, whenever, not only in the interviews, okay? I've seen a lot of people in my own team who comes in, sits in the conference room and says, sir, I have done this work, I've done this work, okay, this client is there, we are meeting to them. Bhai, I am not here to listen to a description. I'm here to have a conversation. Description is different from conversation, right? Correct? Description is always different from a conversation. We are here to have a conversation, not description. Description is storytelling or book reading. You read a book, you stare at a book and you converse. You converse in your heart, you talk to the book, right? But conversation is between two people, one-to-one, right? Always have one-to-one communication. It is very important and very intellectual. Whenever you are having one-to-one conversation, always look into the eye. Okay, that's very important. That gives a signal that you are confident on what you are doing. What you are doing is just a random thing and you are doing it. It doesn't sound like that. It always has to be a confident level of conversation between you and your employer. Okay? Okay. Always make sure, see, we are in a country where the language are diversified. Okay, multiple languages. We have about 223 languages. I'm not sure, could be wrong in the numbers, but we have multiple languages. Okay, I know people who can speak 11, 12 languages. But apart from all the languages, what we particularly look at is English. Okay, whenever you are talking, whenever you're having a conversation.
One moment.
The phase is fast.
Hello. Hello. Mr. Farooq.
Yes, sir.
We were completely didn't understood what you are telling from last 5 minutes. You
Okay.
go. I think we adjusted all with mics and but we are not able to do that. So I think your mic has to get adjusted. And can you be a little slow so that we can follow you?
Definitely, I will do that.
Because
Sure, sir. I'll do that. Thank you for the.
if you are slow, we can understand.
Certainly. In case you do not understand, just interrupt in between so that I can continue.
So the thing is that voice is low and your tempo is also fast, so that.
Right. I just discussed about it, that if in case my English is fast, please let me know. I didn't get a response, so I thought it's understandable. Anyways, thank you for the update. I will make sure that the.
No. The reason, because only thing is that I think there is a issue with the technical issue that you may have to please sort out. Completely not audible.
Definitely, we'll look into that. Thank you. Okay, so कोई तो बोल दो यार, सर आप बहुत फास्ट जा रहे हैं, बोल दो यार. I like it.
Hi, is this voice clear, sir? From branch. Hello.
Sir, now your voice is clear.
My voice is clear, right?
Yeah, your voice is clear.
Okay, then I will give it to you. 1 second, we are changing the mic.
Okay, all good? Okay, hi. Am I audible now?
Yes, better. It's very much better.
Okay, pretty much good. Guys, in case you do not understand the language or am I being very fast, please point it out so that I can, slow my pace. This is the regular way of communication that I talk to my people. May or may not be, very familiar or convenience to all of you. In case you do not understand, please raise your hand, poke me out. Okay. Okay. So next, what I was telling was always have the primary language that we as interviewers look into is fluent English. Okay. This is not because English is a very good language or here and there or something like that. Because this is the most understandable language between all the employees. How many of you guys speak Telugu? How many of you guys speak Tamil? How many guys, of you guys speak Urdu? How many of you guys speak Kerala Malayalam? How many of you guys speak English? You see the count? See the count? This is why. This is the reason. I may know Telugu. Sorry, I do not know Telugu. My bad. Okay, so I may know Urdu. I may know Hindi. I may know Tamil. I do not know Telugu. Let's say we are only two. Let's say me and her. We are in the organization. Only two employees. She knows only Telugu. I know only Urdu. How will we communicate? Problem, right? Always a problem. She says, sir, you do this, I'll be doing something else, and end of the day, ऐसे इसी ने मेरे को बोला था करने के लिए. So English, everyone is under. It's a common language between everyone. Everyone understands. So when I say Telugu, a few people raise your hand. When I say Tamil, a few people. Urdu, a few people. English, majority. That is why, for the purpose of communication, whenever you're having a conversation with the employer or employees or the management or whosoever in the organization, the primary language that we look at is English because that's a common language in the loop. Okay, it's not like I know this, I'll speak this. I know this, I'll speak that. It's not like that. We all know this, and we all should speak that. For that particular reason, every employer looks fluency in English. So whenever you're talking, make sure that you avoid fillers. Sir, okay, sir, that I know, I understand. These are called fillers. Okay, where instead of words you use majority of as and as. Okay, a and the, as and as. You majority of the time use these fillers. The only problem in these fillers is the person would understand that you lack communication skills. If you do not know anything, do not speak. Take a pause. Pause is always better. Every employer loves it when you take a pause and start speaking. You do not need to be descriptive, straight like a train and speak it up. Go speak something, give it a pause, give a seconds gap, and then start. That 1 second gap in your pause will allow your mind to construct another sentence that you want to tell. Okay. So now, a very basic example. Let's say whenever we are talking to a friend, okay, we say whatever happened in the entire day. Correct? Yes, no, maybe. We can very easily tell and without any problems. "Hey, ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya, this happened, that happened." Whatever language you are comfortable with, even English. Okay, I have few friends whom I talk to them regularly in English, but it's not very technical or very formal or employment. It's just a formal friendship where I talk to them in English. What happens there is they understand whatever I want to say and I don't use fillers. Similarly, if that I'm talking to a very strange person, do you think the entire conversational structured would be perfect? No, right? Why? He's a stranger? Yes, he is a stranger. Your mind will block your sentence formation just because he's a stranger. Your mind is a very powerful computer. Okay, it needs to be performed. It's allowed to perform certain transactions, certain things in a certain way if you are giving it properly. Okay, now the most important part here is the sentence formation and fillers. Whenever you're talking to a stranger, you would have difficulties in talking to them. But the best part about it is you know the employer first. I just said that whenever you're giving an interview, know the employer, know the interviewer. What happens is if you know the interviewer, one or the other skill set which will match your skill set, let's say football, let's say rangoli, let's say cricket, let's say reading books, something or the other thing will match your interest. It's never like as an employer, as an interviewer, I have a lot of skills that I personally do.
I'm a state level football player. So whoever is interested in football will be a little closer to me. Rather than if I have 10 people with different hobbies and two of them with football hobbies, I would like those two persons. Yes? Yes? Very basic thing, right? Yes, no, maybe? Yes. This is because of the same interest. If you see the similar interest between that employer and yourself, your mind will say, "Ki, this person can be your friend." If that feeling comes in, you will not have the fear of talking to that person. That is very good and very constructive when you talk to that person. That is why it is always better and very important to know your employer. Okay, understood till here? Any doubts? Okay, any questions that you guys have when you want to go on interview? Okay. I gave a pause. I got constructive sentences for my next thing. So, any doubts still here? Anything that you guys want to ask to the topics we've discussed? Anything that you guys want to ask? I'm asking the online people as well. Any questions that you guys have, you can ask me. We will answer it and we will move further. Yes, any questions? No one? Questions push la yaar. अच्छा रहता है. Okay. So next, be very confident. Okay. Whenever you're talking to a person, confidence is the key. It will take you way long than you would actually expect. Okay. So whenever you're talking, just be confident enough. It shouldn't be like it shouldn't seem like you lack confidence. The most important part here is if you are confident, then the employer will think that he can give you multiple tasks. Okay, let's say I'm an employer. I have a meeting today. It's the actual fact is I have a few meetings lined up, and I have one of my employees who will take care of the entire schedule of mine. Okay, since I cannot be present at two times, how many of you guys seen per man cartoons? Per man, no one. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that guy presses his nose and another man comes up. So something like that was the cartoon. So similarly, I can't be at two places at same time. I'm here. I have to be constructive here and I have to be productive here. What about my other company? There also I need productivity, right? I can't just leave it off. So I will hire a person who can do all the tasks on behalf of me. I have a person who is doing the task right now and he's up to that particular work that I have assigned to him. Okay. What happens here is he's multi-talented. When he gave an interview, he was very confident. He was confident and he had a good communication skill. The only thing I was looking for, other things relating to income tax, GST, TDS, tally, everything I teach him. I regularly, on a daily basis, we have a communication. I teach him. That I don't look for. What I look for is confidence and communication skills. Those are the two important things. He had those two. Right now, I'm here, but my company's productivity is going on with the other person at the other level. That is because he is confident. So if you are confident and if your employer wants to hire you, he will look into the details saying that, Acha, this person has confidence. If I give him two tasks, he'll be able to do it. Everyone readily accepts cost reduction. Agreed? If you are paying 100 rupees for one ice cream, if you get the same ice cream for 50 rupees, would you go for the 101 or would you go for the 51? That is because cost reduction. You would save money. Similarly, if you are given one task at 100 rupees and if you are given two tasks at same 100 rupees, which is better? Two tasks. That is because you are constructive and productive. I look for constructive and productive people who can do tasks on behalf of me. Though I give him one, two, three, four, five tasks, he should be able to do it. Teaching and the process knowledge, I'm here to give you, yeah, right? I'm here to give you the process knowledge. I'm here to give you the details. I'm here to teach you how my company works, what my company needs. But what I need is confidence and communication from you people. If you show that, if you show that, sir, I'm confident, I can take one task, two tasks, three tasks, whatever tasks you give, I can definitely take it. If you show that confidence, don't you think an employer will hire you? Yes, no, maybe. Just because you don't know. See, whenever you are into a company, okay, let's say I'm into banking sector. I had no idea of banking since I'm into accounting. I was confident and I was good at my communication. My employer hired me. He said, "Acha bhai, tu aaja." Now I know everything about banking. You say me something, I'll do two times extra of what is asked. And my employer is always happy with me. कि हाँ, अगर फारूक को कुछ दिया, he will make sure that it is done, and further two steps also he'll readily do it, which is required for the next task. Okay, that is the advantage of having confidence. Always be confident. Next, tell the interviewer about your personal skills that are not mentioned in your resume. You can't mention everything on your resume, right? My resume doesn't have that I'm a state level footballer. Okay, so whenever I talk to a person, I say, sir, I'm a state level footballer. He would probably ask, do you have a certificate? I usually you carry a big file, right? Folder files where you have all your certificates and other things. I carry that and I show it to my employer. Sir, this is the thing. And recently we had a football match where we won. I said, sir, my employer, he hired me in the year 2019. He remembered and said, यार तूने बोला था तू state level footballer आज तूने match जिता दिया, congrats. And I got the cash prize or something like that. But it was fun. And this is before COVID, okay? Nothing in recent. So he remembered. Interviewers will never forget anything that you say. You say, sir, I'm this, I will remember it to the end of your tenure in that company because I will make it a point in my note list. Okay, so always please be sure that you are telling your extra skills, whatever you have, to your employer so that he understands, acha, apart from only working, he does this also. Okay, so that is very important. Next, answer to the point and be crisp about the details. Let's say your interviewer asks, so how did you spend your entire day? You can't say, sir, I slept late, then morning I got up, I didn't feel like brushing, I took 5 minutes in my bed, then I went to get fresh, then I got ready, then I came. You can't say all that. You have to be very crisp, okay? Very crisp. Sir, my morning was pretty decent. I got up as usual. I prayed. I immediately started for interview. Right now I'm sitting in front of you. Which one do you like? The second one, because it's very crisp. You know what you want to say. You can't give a story. I'm not here to listen to a story. I'm here to listen how confidently you can speak. I don't want your story. Stories are given to children. Neither me nor you are children, right? We are working professionals. So I would look at the fluency of your English and the confidence level. So whatever details you give, be very crisp. Okay, very crisp. And the details should match to the point. It shouldn't be dragged, not to be elaborated too much. You will get to elaborate. Okay, you will get elaborating details or elaborating sections where you can give a story. But when in interview, do not elaborate much. Be very crisp and clear. Understood? Any doubts in this point? You sure? Online guys, any doubts still here? Any no specific point that you want to highlight this side? Okay, I guess that's a no. So then next, see, whenever you're going for an interview, you would know which company you're going for, right? Right? Yes, no, maybe you will just blindly walk. अच्छा यहाँ पे interview चल रहा है, जाके देख के आता है. Anyone does that? Anyone? यार करो यार, मजा आएगा. I do that. I walk into all the companies and give interviews. It's not required, it's not necessary, it's not a good thing, but it's best for your confidence. If you give an interview, you will get selected or rejected. The chance is yours, the opportunity is yours to go to the company or not, but you're given an interview. Okay, that's very important. That's very important, because whenever you're giving an interview, you will get that stage fear. Okay, uh, I've been speaking to almost half an hour. Okay. Do you guys find more fillers in my English? I know I have fillers, but do you find more fillers? How many of you can confidently walk up here and speak for a straight half an hour? A bit difficult. It's not overnight process, right? Not overnight process. It has to come from over a time frame. So what I say is, whenever you're going for an interview or a company, make sure that are you the right fit to the company. Let's say you guys all are from accounting background, right? I hire you for a position to develop applications. Can you do it? You've got no idea what's happening. Okay, C language, C program, I've got no clue. Let's say you guys are into accounting process. I hire you for sales. I want you to sell my product. Can you guys do it? You can do it, but that's not your domain, right? Not your domain. You are not here to do sales. You're here to look into who is selling how much and what is the product cost, how much is it sold for, how much is the profit, what are the expenses. This is what we do, right? As auditors, as accountants, this is what we do. right? So if you guys are hired to do that, then why would you develop apps? Yeah, you guys have no clue head and tail about developing apps. You guys have no idea about selling a product, how to develop strategies in selling a product, many things, right? So what happens here is, whenever you are going for an interview, make sure are you the right fit for it. See the company, go through the company. You will find everything online. Yes, no, maybe. You just type company.com and you will get the details of that company, right? So whenever you're going for an interview, just do a small R&D if you are the right fit for it. Okay, be original and do not fake extra things. Okay, very important. I've seen a lot of people doing it. In fact, two of my uh, person whom I'd interview were telling, "Sir, I know this, I know that. I know I've worked for Aditya Birla Fashion Retail. My best friend is area manager of Aditya Birla, Alan Soli." I called him and said, "Bhai, check your details." He said, "No employee." Then and there itself we got rejected, because I know if I'm standing at this level, don't you think my contacts will also be of that level? I will not have 12th pass ka student as my best friend, right? Correct? I will not have 10th standard ka student pass and telling, "Oh, how are you? You are my best friend." Right? I have contacts to that level. He said, "Sir, I'm the manager of Aditya Birla Alan Soli. I've worked in that store, this store." I immediately called my friend. I said, "Hey, Basim, I just want some data." He said, "Haan, bolo." I said, "This is the name, this is the name, this is the PAN card number. Find if he's your employer." He said, "No history." It was on speaker. And he's like, "Acha, sir, abhi kya bolu aapko?" So never fake anything, okay? Be very straight, be very genuine, be very sure of what you are telling. Do not fake things. If you are faking things, your employer will know. Yeah, he's taken thousands of interviews. You are here for the maximum 50th time, 50th interview. I've taken thousands of interviews. I know when people are faking. Okay, do not fake things. Tell your experience confidently, but okay, sir, I have 5 years of experience in this category. Yes, 5 years I've done this. My first year to 3 years, first 3 years, I did this. Fourth year I got promoted, I did that. Final year, fifth year, I was promoted to another level, I did this. Yes, be very confident in that. But don't say, sir, sixth year also I did something. The sixth year it'll be a loophole for you. You'll get stuck in the sixth year. Okay? Do not add extra experience in your curriculum. I've seen a lot of people who would probably manipulate or construct their resumes adding extra experiences which is not required. Okay, let's say your father has a company and it's a father's company here, obviously. I will mention I worked in so and so company for 3 years after graduation, but that 3 years will be chilling and will be doing something, but you will not have that experience. If I ask questions related to that particular job profile, what would you guys do? Right? You would get stuck. You will not be able to tell anything. That's the point. Never add extra experiences apart from what is originally there. Okay, then know the job profile, that is pretty decent. You will always have to know the profile, as I said, before walking to the organization. Know about the company and know about the job profile, that this is the job that we are looking at. Okay, then explore company details, point covered. Then explain that you can be an asset to the company is hired. When I hired, when I ha- okay, I said about one person, Mr. Akshay, right? He is already here and he will, हाँ भाई करूँगा, कर ले कर ले. So he will tell you how to build a resume, not a very lengthy description, just precise and crisp. He'll keep it. So then the next point is explain that you can be an asset for the companies hired. I still remember, okay, when I hired my person who's currently doing the work for me, okay, his name is Ahmed. So he said, I said, tell me something in Urdu that will convince me to hire you. Okay, he was good in English, he was confident. I wanted to see his regional language. I wanted to see his regional language. Okay, because most of my clients are into regional languages. I said, tell me something in Urdu that will convince me to hire you. Then he said something, I was convinced. Then I said, tell me something in Kannada that will again convince me to hire you. He said something in Kannada and again I was convinced. He said, sir, आप जब भी मेरे को एक काम दोगे, I will make sure काम हो गया. और रात को जब मैं अपडेट्स दे रहा हूँ, I will give you a positive note that your work is done. I was convinced. Won't you guys be convinced? If your employee says, sir, आप जो भी मेरे को काम दोगे, whatever work you give me, I will complete it by the end of the day, no matter what. Will you not be convinced? He said to me in Kannada, Kannada everyone? Okay. No? Yes. So in Kannada he said, sir, ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರೂ client place ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ complaint ಬರಲ್ಲ. Both the things land up the same thing. Work done is also same. No complaints is also same. But construction of sentences are different, right? Two different questions and two different answers. But the destination is same. End of the day, kelsa agbeku. Howda? So he gave me an answer that none of the person will complain. Nan client place ig hodre namig complaint baralla. Don't you think that's a very convincing statement? I was looking at my clients meeting only. Yeah, clients meets. I know a lot of things here and there, moving out, field work. I was looking at this. He said that. Don't you think I will be convinced? I was very readily convinced, and I hired him immediately. So explain whenever you will know. Whenever you're giving an interview, if it goes bad, you will know it's gone bad. If it's gone good, you will know that it's gone good. So the most important thing to understand here is, if I'm an interviewer, I'll finish the round of interviews within 2 minutes. But I'll finish it off. But if I'm taking more time with you, let's say I'm taking 5 minutes with you, that means that I'm interested in knowing you more. I'm interested in hiring you. That is the point when you have to make sure that you are giving your 100%. Okay, that is the time when you build stories. Okay, let's say I take an interview for one person, 2 minutes, done. Another person, 2 minutes, done. Another person, 2 minutes, done. And you come in. Okay, you say, acha, this is the, okay, that is the, acha, how did you do this? How did you do that? When I'm asking questions out of the interview box, okay, you know the box now, interview box. So if I'm asking the questions out of the interview box, then understand that I'm interested in knowing you more. And that's the time when you pitch in your 100% extra add-ons. Like, sir, you know what? Once what happened, I was into this football and we had a very good match and we won the match by 9-0. And our team scored 9 and the other team scored 0. I don't care if it's 9 or 0. I don't care if it's 10 or 10. I care about how you speak to me at that time. When the interview time frame is more than that of others, make sure and be confident that you are a select, and make sure that you give it a stamp on that you are being selected. Okay, the stamp is always confidence and communication. Okay, then speak maximum about the job profile and work so that the interviewer understands that you know about the job. Let's say I'm here to hire for you for accounts. Okay, then you say, sir, you know what, my friend is there, he does all the sales, he's an ARM in that company. Why? क्यों? मेरे को तुम बोलो यार. You tell me. I want to know about you. If you say, sir, I've read your profile in an online details, as well as I've checked your LinkedIn details, LinkedIn handle, where it says that you are into multiple clients, you are doing income tax for individual salaries, salaried people, and you are into GST also. You file ESIPF for your clients, whoever comes in. And I've been looking at details that you hire employees and you make sure that the employees stay with you for a longer period of time. That is the good part about your company that I liked and I'm giving interview. Don't you think these are the positive points that I would want to hear about my company? Right? यार कोई तुम्हारी तारीफ करेगा, would you like good or would you degrade him? If anyone is giving good words, okay, anyone is praising you, okay, acha, you are looking so good, your dressing sense is nice, you know, you smell good, which perfume is this? Say hoga. Do you say that? You will like, acha, okay, this perfume I bought it from there. You know, you also want to buy, go buy. I'll give you the reference. He'll give you 10% discount. You say this, right? Though he will not give you 10% discount, but still you will say it just because you like it. So when you are telling good points and positive points about my company and telling me that you know what you are being here for and getting hired, don't you think I will like it? Yes, no, maybe. Yes. Let's say you guys are on an interview here at Impact and you say, sir, I want to teach GST. You guys all are students, right? Learning GST. Let's say I give an opening, for my company, give an opening. I want a GST person who can file GST returns and and take care of the GST clients that I have. So if you come and say that, sir, I'm from Impact, I've learned GSTs like this. I found a very difficult query in my in my day-to-day life where it was posted online or something happened and I got to know about the query that what happens if the person misses out on a bill and doesn't claim, and then I got to know the solution from one of my expert faculties that you can claim the bill in the next financial year September. I know all that. Okay, I want to know if you know all that. If you know that, don't you think it's a positive point? I will think, "Yeah, acha, this person, Mr. A, he knows how to deal with GST. If I hire him, he's the right place. He's the right candidate. Instead of 5, I say I'll hire you for 15,000. I say, sir, 15,000 what I was initially looking at. Since no, we had a very decent communication and decent conversation. Can you increase it to 17,500? I will give my 100%. Don't you think I'll increase it? Whenever an interviewer interviews, he will have a quota of giving you a package offer. He will always sublime to 25% of the offer quota. Let's say I am supposed to offer you 20,000. I will offer you 15,000 only. But my company bosses would have said, "Ke bhai, tum 20,000 de do. Give 20,000, no problem." Okay, I don't have any problem. I know I have hired you to hire people. I know you will hire the right candidate, but I don't mind if you give 20,000 to any employees that you hire, because my bosses have that confidence in me, right? I will offer you 20. Let's say you've given all the details that I want, and then I say, "Sir, can you increase it to 17,500? If you are in my place, would you increase or wouldn't you increase?" Definitely increase. Here, what happens is you are happy because you got 2.5 extra, where I am happy that instead of 20, I've hired you for 17,500. My bosses are happy. You are happy. Win-win situation. That is how you crack the interview. These are the primary basic skills that we look at. I've made a few points here and there. Rest we can discuss in the future classes as well. So these are the primary points that we were looking at. The time is pretty neat. We have 10 minutes to wind up the session. I really want you guys to ask me questions till what you understand, what you haven't understood, what you want to do, how you want to do. I want you guys to ask questions. Online people, I would love if you guys ask me questions. Yes. If you really do not ask questions, I will say that my 1 hour is wasted. Wasted 1 hour. Faltu mein. Guys, ask questions. See, you will not get this opportunity. How many classes or how many colleges have you been to where these sort of seminars and presentations happen? How many? None in my time. Zero. We gave interviews, we failed. We again gave interviews, we failed. Then again interviews. This was a process. Then finally, when we got selected, we learned how to do it. Now it's a ready-made process and ready-made things for you. So make use of it 100%. Tell me if you guys have any questions, even if it's out of the box. I would love to answer it. I see a lot of question marks on the faces. I do not want to point it out, but I would love if you guys volunteer and ask questions. Tell me any questions that you have regarding interviews. Any questions I would love to answer. Yes, no, maybe said no questions. We'll all go home. You can't go home, yeah, raining. Tell me any questions that you guys have, anything that you guys want to ask. Since, see, I am working for an MNC, I have my own companies, I am working for a chartered accountant, I'm a faculty member, too many things. I hire people also for my CA. Okay. Recently, I've been hiring because after COVID, most of the staff they went to their natives and didn't return. So I have to reschedule my entire team and hire all the people all over again. So I have a good experience in hiring. I'm not a professional HR, but I have a very good experience in hiring. I would love if you guys have questions. Any questions, even if it's out of the box. No questions? Not even one? Okay, approximately 15, 16 people. No, yes. Wherever you get more money. Baba, see, what happens here is MNCs, they offer their own sector. Banking, they offer their own sector. Banking makes pretty peaceful. You get lesser money. MNCs are work oriented and pressurized company where you get more money. if you see that you can handle pressure and you can do well in the company, go for MNC. If you say life should be peaceful, arams and no problem, go for banking sectors. And please, banking sectors are all not easy, okay? No work in the entire world is easy. It's always difficult. It's just that how you plan your work. Okay, you can go wherever the money is more. I would personally suggest. So yeah, any other questions? Any questions? No question? You? No questions? Ask me if there is any. Okay, see, the most important bit is confidence. We are not here to evaluate on anything. We are here to teach you. So when teaching, if you get any doubts in the classroom, you ask your teachers, right? Ma'am, Midartha Agila, please explain again. Right? You ask. Or you go home having the doubts and next day come, "Acha, namge Dartha Agila, next topic ko Artha Agila." Do you do like that? No, right? You ask then and there. We are not here to evaluate you on certain skills or whatever profiles that you have. We are here to teach you. When I'm teaching, I would really love if you guys ask, let's say, sir, how to build confidence. Don't you guys want to know how to build confidence? How many of you guys can walk up to here, speak for straight 1 hour? How many of you can? Even I can't. Trust me, I can't. But I faced a crowd of 3,000 straight, 3,000 people. I faced a crowd. One of the seminars in my village, I faced a crowd of 3,000. But still, even today, I get stage fear. Don't you guys want to know how to build confidence? Yes, no, maybe. Illa, sir, I'm full confident. You ask me anything, I'll tell you. Something like that. Don't you guys want to know how to build confidence? The best way about building confidence is mirror. How many guys have mirror at homes? You don't have mirror? You didn't raise your hand? Okay, so keep the mirror in front of you. Okay? Say that you're talking to a person. Talk to him regularly, every day. Every day. Say, how was your day? Okay, my day was good. What did you do today? I did this. Talk to him. Trust me, you do this for 1 week and you will see the confidence level increase in your life. You do this. I do this every day. I keep a mirror in front of me. Chalo ya mirror chhod do. You have phones, black screens. Can I see my face? You guys can see your face, right? Simple. Keep it. Talk to yourself. Next best thing about communication. How many guys have phones? Everyone? I have two. So, how many guys have internet? Everyone, I have two internets, two phones, no? So, you guys have internet, you guys have Google? Type timesofIndia.com. Go to, do you guys have Impact app? What you guys do over there is, whenever I generally paste links, post and updates, do a lot of things in the app. Go to the link, you will get a big article. Read the article constantly. Go to newspapers, buy magazines. See, whatever you invest in knowledge is the best investment. Okay, you invest wherever you want, it will give you returns at a percentage level. But investment in knowledge will give you unlimited returns. Invest in newspapers. Buy a newspaper daily. Would cost you about 10-12 rupees. Buy a newspaper, particularly Deccan Herald, Bangalore Times, Bangalore Mirror, whichever you feel comfortable. Okay, Nandini, whichever. Buy a newspaper. Buy only English newspapers to saturate your languages. Buy it. Read an article. Okay, read an article. Read the entire article. You will get stuck because newspaper contains a very rich grammar and a very rich language. You will not be able to read it in a one go. You will get stuck. No problem. Continue. Then again, finish the paragraph. Start over again. From first, read again. From first, read again. From first, read again. Read 3-4 times. You will get confidence. And if you really want to have fun with newspapers, what you guys do is newspaper ka one page, newspaper ka second page. Okay, join the pages. Okay, join the pages. Read the news. Okay, the news will be very funny. Trust me. Do this. The news will be really very funny. I was reading an article once where I was bored of reading, so I joined two newspapers and I was looking at Can News Benefit. So the news was a small boy. Okay, the news was like this: a small boy who was very good at his academics got 100% result in his 10th standard. Another news was a person who was driving his car very fast hit a bull. Okay, So a small boy hit a bull by driving very fast. Some news, another news got connected and it's very funny. Try this at your homes whenever you're free, whenever you're available. Okay, try this, read this. Read one news and adjoin another news to it. It will be very funny. But apart from being funny, the best part about it is you will give your mind a twister where you're reading one thing and another thing comes in and your mind just syncs to both the news at the same time and makes up another news. If you are able to do it, understand that you are at the first stage of learning communication. Do this. It's not just for fun, it's for constructive way of your brain also. Make sure that you buy magazines, you buy newspapers, you go online, you research our app, you research Times of India, you read the articles, particularly in our app. In fact, through app, we have a lot of updates. We have job updates, particularly all the faculty members. We make sure that we are posting updates where it's related to the news, day in, day out news. Make sure that you guys do it. It's always better. Read newspapers, talk to the mirror every day. Do this for 1 week, and I will make sure that I am talking to your faculty members and getting the answers if you are able to build your confidence. If you guys do this, it's not for me. Anything that you gain, would you give me? You even haven't seen me, yaar. First time you are looking at Farooq. You don't even know that Farooq existed in Impact, right? But anything that you guys gain, is it for you or is it for me? For you, right? So if you gain confidence, who is it better for? Who is it good for? Is it for you or is it for me? It's for you, right? So if I am looking at results, who will be happy looking at the results? You or me? Both of us. Because I will be very happy looking at the results. You will be happy that from level 1, you have reached to the level 5, 7, 10, whatever you can evaluate. So do this, it will be good. Any questions that you guys have? Any questions? Any questions? Online people, any questions? Okay, I think that's about it. So if there are no questions, we'll wind it off. Yes, we'll wind up the session. Sure, we'll wind it up. Okay, thank you for being an amazing crowd. You didn't speak much, but I would have loved if you speak. But then, thank you so much for being an amazing crowd. A lot of applause for you people.
Hi all. How was the session? Session enjoyed. Huh? Wonderful. Okay. So will it be useful for you guys? Hi all. Hi all. Can you hear me? From all the branches. Okay, I believe I could hear. Okay, so now this is about today, and we'll be keep on conducting so much these kind of job-based programs, maybe skill development programs on a regular basis. So every weekend or 15 days once or monthly. So those kind of programs will be there. So that's one thing. So what's your intention today? Why did you come here today? To look for a job. This is not the end. So you are ready for the job interview today, right? So the second most important thing is that you should be getting the opportunities, right? Do you have any opportunity in your hand now? How we call it as opportunity with respect to jobs? How do you call in when you are looking for a job? What's called opportunities? Job openings, right? So this is the one platform you are accessing today, right now. That's impactpro.com. Okay, impactpro.com is specially for you guys. So what are you guys? You guys as a community as a whole, what's the name? Finance, accounts, right? You are all from commerce field, right? Maybe non-commerce who are looking for commerce job. So for that community, we have this platform that's called impactpro.com. So here we are giving you jobs, and if at all you feel that if there is an improvements required, we can help you out there also. We have practical oriented courses as well, so that we can do it. Okay. So apart from that, we also onboarded so many CS, chartered accountants, CMS, CS, so many people we have onboarded. So we'll be getting access to connect with those people as well. Clear? Make use of this. Second point, maybe Farooq would have mentioned all these points in between when he's presenting. You should be accessing so many other job platforms as well. That means Naukri. Can you name few? Naukri, Monster, LinkedIn, Shine, then Apna, Work India. Okay, so many platforms are there. So what I feel is that you'll be having Facebook, WhatsApp in your mobile. Correct? Huh? How many of you guys have Naukri in your mobile app? Oh, that's great. Okay, because you are looking for a job now. How many of you have Impactro app in your mobile app? That's very great, 100%. Okay, so it's good start. So you must be having all the apps. Don't discriminate. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಬರ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Every 3 days you have to update your profile. How to update? Something you add. If you are already added, delete it, again add, save it. So what happens from the back end as a recruiter, we'll be able to see you all the time. For all the recruiters and employers, they'll be able to see your profile. That's the visibility. You can do it. You cannot go to each and every company. And so we used to do once upon a time, I used to do it. So when I'm looking for articleship, we used to print 10, 15 CVs and go on to all the CA firms and give one on CV and come back. So we get so many calls. We have option to choose, because nowadays, now also that is the same situation, that people are like, there are so many job openings and that people are not aware of it, unfortunately. So if you can reachability, if your reachability is more, then you will be able to reach so many people and you will be having so many opportunities in your hand. Then you can choose, okay, it's better. This option, you will get it, right? If you do not have that option, what you do finally? One job ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ತಿರ್ಸಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಫೈನಲ್, right? That shouldn't happen. So you must be having lot of opportunity in your hand. So you must be in a position wherein you will be having 10 job offers and you must be choosing one from that. Are you ready for that? Okay. So in Impactro, once you apply, today you're going to take exams or maybe tests. So once you complete this test, what's going to happen, I'll tell you in brief. Once you complete successfully this test today, and these tests will be captured in the backend. One second, Ashwin, there is some echo. I think here we have to mute. Okay, so once you complete these MCQ questions today, that's the technical test. Okay, and these results will be captured in the backend. Okay, all these results are accessible by our employers. Got it? Our employers are our recruiters. So these results, based on these results and your GD, if at all there is a GD conducted, and your GD result, group discussion result also will be updated, and these all results will be available to the employer. So now we are removing one step from your interview process. What is that? Suppose if you apply in Naukri, any other platform, your applications will be there. People will not know about you anything, and they will just be considering your CV. That's all. Now in our platform, what's the advantage for you guys? Your result is captured. Technical round also is done now. Okay, and communication also done. What they have to do, they'll be looking at your these 2-3 results and they'll be calling you for the final round of interview. And as a process, any companies, they might be having another round, 2-3 rounds also. Do you know how many rounds of interview the ITC company is doing? Yeah, more than 7 or 8. Maybe I'm not very sure. I'm not gone for interview, but I'm just heard from somewhere else that they're doing 7 rounds of interview. So they might be doing 7 rounds also. Don't blame us that, okay, you said, sir, they will be calling for final round of interview, then that. So that will not the case, and depends upon their company policy. They will also doing so many rounds of interview also. So, but before they call you, they are sure that this guy is this much, and this guy knows these are the things. So his level of understanding, his communication is level is this and all that. And there are many other features also in our app. You can also prepare yourself for the interview. There is a interview preparation column is there, and you can go there and you can take up any number of tests. And there is a GST test, there is an income tax test, and all these tests you have to take up, and you will also get credited with the points. So, and once this everything is done, go home and sit and open our app, find your suitable jobs there. Got it? So you have to do this. I'm not going to do this, and you have to do this. Find your suitable job and click on apply button. That's about. Okay, and it's not end today. We are there for long time. any point of time, if you are after 5 years, after 10 years, if you feel that, okay, I have to change the job, download our app and you have to find your suitable jobs, click on application. And by then you have to update your CV as well, right? And your friends or any of your relatives, anyone is looking for accounting, auditing jobs, and any of the marketing related jobs, HR related jobs, they can download our app and they can apply. All right. You have to attend interview here only one time. Okay, today I attended, right? You need not to attend again. Even if our team call you and you can clearly tell, I have already attended a job, right? So that has to be that we will know about it. But again, if they call and ask you sometime, you have to tell, I have already attended this technical round. The test is done. Clear? And if you feel that this test is not good, like your result is not good, okay, if you feel that I need to take once again the test, then it's your option. You can request us for another test also. Got it? Clear? This is about it. Thank you so much for attending. And even through online also, we have connected all other our branches as well. So myself, Ganesh Shetty, I'm a chartered accountant. I'm a founder of Institute of Practical Accounting and Taxation. And one more small program we have that's called certificate distribution. And I congratulate all the students who have completed your courses. So, and you have completed biggest milestone in your life. Okay, that means you have learned the so much things that a normal candidate learn over a period of 2-3 years. Clear? So being a fresher, if you have taken this course and it equivalent to 2-3 years of experience, nobody will teach you once you go for a job. That everyone knows about it. So I congratulate all the students, and here we are going to distribute the certificate today. Yeah, please. I'll call one by one. Please collect your certificate. Farooq and Akshay we have today. These people are our faculties actually. Akshay is the online faculty. He is taking classes in evening 7 to 9 every day. And Farooq is a faculty trainer. He was our faculty from very long time. Both are faculties from a very long time. Please be here. I request our faculties to hand over this certificate. Chandan Singh, I think he's not there. Chandan is not there. Chetan Kumar, are you there? Yeah. Please come and collect. Farooq, Akshay, come. 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 Here. Yeah, please. Okay, next, Anusha N. Next. And then Lavanya. Okay, not there. Anaga. Yeah. Sidling Murthy, are you there? Congratulations. Okay, so there are many others. They couldn't attend this program today. And in all the branch level also, maybe if you have this certificate, you can distribute to all the students today. And that's about it. If you have any questions from branch, you can please connect. Is there any question from branch level? Yeah, so Mr. Akshay want to talk about how to build resume in 2-3 minutes. I think you have time, 2-3 minutes. Yeah, over to Akshay.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, online and offline. Okay. See, the thing is, you've had all your training, you've had all your technical rounds and everything. How many of you have already prepared your CVs? How many pages? Can anybody tell me how many pages is your CV? 2 pages at least. 2 pages minimum, right? Why? Because we have a one table, so minimum has to be there. What is your qualification? What is the college you went to, and all of that. See, the problem that's happening is we are living in a very impatient world now, right? Earlier, what used to take 3 days of time, today, earlier, for example, if you remember, in the banking system, a check used to take 3 days to clear. Now, it does not take 3 days. Now you have Google Pay. Takes 30 seconds. Nobody has patience anymore. Even the HR that we have over here, whether it is over here or whether it is some other company, the HR does not have time to read a 2-page CV. So please make it a point to make a CV which is 1 page. We do have, I think we'll be shortly scheduling a class for a 1-page CV. But this is what I would like to tell you. First thing, try to not include your photo. Most of the people nowadays try to include a photo. Try not to include a photo. It becomes discriminatory. Second thing, put your name. And as soon as you put your name below your name, put a small about yourself section. In your about yourself section, don't try to write about that I am a person who's done this, or I am trying to look for this. Don't polish the company. They know what you're looking for. 3 words maximum. 3 words should be very important. The first word should be your technical skills. What are you technically sound at? The second word should be a personality skill. What is your personality? Why are they hiring you? For example, if you're a very good people's person, like Farooq, for example, he's very good with people, right? So if I were to write his CV, I would say that I'm a people's person, and that is what makes me into a people's role. If you're applying for an accounting, most of you are applying for accounting and audit jobs, I'm assuming. Yes, no. Anybody non-accounting? See, in accounting, especially in audit, you have to deal with the clients, you have to deal with your clients, other the debtors confirmation, creditors confirmation, outsiders, third parties. You have to deal with the employees. You have to deal with your boss. You deal with a lot of people, and not all of them are going to be smooth. They are going to be rough and tough. So you need. So if you're someone who can deal with that, please put a point, but in a nice way, that I'm a patient person who can handle pressure. So 3 words. First, your technical. Second, something about your personality. Third, something candid about you as to why they should hire you, or what is that one USP that you have. What is that unique quality that you have that nobody else has? Then put a small section about your education, what course you have done, what college you went to, maybe your GPA if you want to include it. If it is from some foreign university, then which country it is from. Don't make a table out of it. Do not make a table out of it. Just make your CV into 2 columns, 1 page, 2 columns. That's it. If you ever want to see a template, I would suggest go to Google, look for Elon Musk CV. 1 page, 2 columns. That's all. So in the column, heading on top, what degree? Down, small font, whichever college you have attended. Just 2, recent 2. For example, if you have done a BCom or an MCom, how many of you have done your bachelor's over here? Only BCom. How many of you have done your master's? Okay, if you have done your master's, put your bachelor's, enough. If you're doing your BCom, PUC, enough. Don't need to put your 10th standard, your school, all of that. You might have changed 3 schools in your life. Don't need to mention all of that, because when you have done your bachelor's, it is by default understood that you have done your PU, right? Maybe some of you might have done your bachelor's in commerce, but PU science. That could be possible. That's why I'm saying mention 2. Maybe you have done BBA and then you went into MBA finance. So 2, whatever qualifications, the most recent one, please make sure that you mention only that much, not beyond that. Don't put your whole story over there. Next thing, about your work experience. Next thing should be your work experience. Which company you worked at? First thing, what designation? Second thing, what was the company? Third thing, whatever roles and responsibilities you had, crisp bullet points, 3 to 5 words maximum. Maximum 5 words, nothing beyond that. Bullet points. For example, if you are handling bookkeeping, handled accounting, handled GST reconciliations, handled TDS filing, handled income tax updates. 5 points. That makes 2 things. One, it makes it very easy to read, because obviously people prefer to read short bullet point contents. Second thing, it highlights each skill separately. Okay, so that should be a work experience. Maximum 3 or 4 work experiences you can give. If you want to give beyond that, please go ahead, but make sure that you don't mention all the things that you did. Just because you are, maybe delivering the courier to your boss, or you were collecting the courier, you were signing for that. Don't write that I was collecting the courier. That's not important as an accountant. Just whatever was very key and crucial to your role, mention that much. Skills section. When you go to your skills section, mention your skills. Again, technical skills. Now you have completed your certification courses. Whatever skills you have acquired, maybe Tally you have acquired, MS Office you have learned some skills, GST, TDS, Excel, whatever skills you have acquired, mention those. 1 or 2 points personal skills. Like maybe you could put your communication skill. Maybe you could put leadership as a skill. Maybe you could put teamwork as also a skill. So whatever skills you have, put that. Achha, along with the skill, make sure that you put a Likert skill next to it. You have a rating scale. Nowadays, most of the Word 20, 16, 17 formats, they have an option. Or you have third-party website where you can get the option of putting a rating scale. Put a rating for yourself, how good you are at that skill. For example, if you're making Excel, right? Maybe you're not very good with Excel. Maybe you know pivot table. Maybe you learned VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP over here as a part of level 1, right? Maybe 3 stars. But if you've learned everything about Excel, maybe put 5 stars. If you've completed level 2 also. If you just know the basics of Word, basics of PowerPoint, basics of Excel, 3 stars on MS Word. Not all the 5, right? So put a rating which is honest. It gives your employer a sincere idea on what they're hiring. Next, if you have any personal projects, those of you who have done your masters, while doing your masters, you could have done some research dissertation, right? That if you have done any other personal projects, if you have done any other certification, that will be the next section, certificates, and that will be the section. And finally, your languages, whatever languages you speak. Now, lots of us, if you're living in Bangalore, I think you have to speak 3 languages minimum. Without that, you cannot survive in Bangalore, right? So whatever language you speak, earlier, if you know, they had an option called read, write, speak. We used to put that. I can read this language, I can write that language, I can speak that language. Not required. Rating scale, 1 to 5. If you're very fluent at it, 5 stars. If you're okay with it, 3 stars. If you can read it, understand it, but cannot write it, maybe 2 stars. Give a star rating. That looks good for the employer. It becomes crisp for them to look also. And finally, your personal interest. 1 or 2 personal interests, please be very honest about it. Your employer is looking at your personal interest, not to know about you as a person, but rather that will be used in your HR round, especially your personal round, to check your communication skills. How good you can communicate your ideas, how good you can convince them. So if you're telling, for example, if I were looking at my CV, and if I say Netflix is one of my interests, binge watching Netflix is one of my interests. If they ask me, what is your favorite show? I can tell about it, I can talk about it for half an hour. Right. If you're talking about cricket, you can talk about cricket for half an hour. If someone likes biking, they will ask you what was the best trip you went on. As a HR, I will be looking at the personal skills section in your interview, especially to check during your telephonic interview, during your normal interview also, to check how good is your communication. That is the reason I need to know your interest. And if you mention your interest honestly, you will be able to talk about it properly. If you mention something that you have no idea about, you are going to end up in a problem. So please make sure you mention everything properly. Your CV will look, if you mention, or if you include all of these points, your CV will be done within 1 page. That is my assurance to you. Okay. So if there's anything else, any other questions you want to ask, please let me know. If anybody needs a template, you can always look up Elon Musk CV. The best template is that. And it looks really good also. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshay. So it was just a summary, as he, whatever he told. So we are going to conduct a 1-hour program on this as well, upcoming days. So please be in touch with us. And last but not the least, we just would like to honor 2 guests, not guests, even our internal team only. So we just token of gratitude. Farooq, please come. Thank you so much. Yeah. Akshay, please. Thank you so much, everyone, and also all the people who joined us through online. Thank you so much. Elrigu namaskara. Thank you. We are ending this session. Okay, so now we'll be having